Today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that I learned at BERNINA University on how to use the giant magnetic hoop on the BERNINA 990. Tip number one when using the giant magnetic hoop on your B990 to quilt in the hoop, make sure your backing is flat as you move it along. This is something I did not do when I was learning at BERNINA University, and you can see I have a little pleat there. So tip number one, make sure you're smoothing out your backing as you're quilting in the hoop. One of the other tips I really like about the giant magnetic hoop for your B990 that I learned at BU is that you don't have to remove the hoop to readjust your fabrics. So we're going to lift this top part and we are just going to scooch it aside and rest it on the harp of the machine. Okay, so I have my hoop resting up on the harp, and now I'm going to readjust my fabrics to where I want it. The important thing is you want to make sure that your quilt sandwich does cover all areas of the magnetic hoop so that it can hold on to that. So I'm going to scooch mine down, and I need to quilt here and here, so I want to make sure it's within the hoop just how I want it. And so this was the trick that I learned at BU that was the most significant and worth the cost of admission. So you're going to take these large binder clips in the flat side up. You are going to hold what you're wanting to embroider onto the magnetic hoop. So that way you know the placement that you need is just right and it holds it tight, so that way when you put the top on, it's just how it needs. It won't shift. I mean, it's a great trick. So now that I have that clipped, I can move my top part of my hoop over. I now know where the bottom part of the hoop is, and it's going to hold it in place. So now you can readjust. And then once you have it where you want it, you just take the clips off, and ta-da! I also liked the tip of using your template to make sure that what you're about to embroider is exactly where you need it. So you can put your template in, make sure the area you're wanting to quilt or embroider is just where it needs to be within the hoop, and don't forget to remove it before you stitch. And those are my tips and tricks on using the gigantic magnetic hoop.